Hey everybody, Robin from Susu Naturals. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic all-natural lotion. As always, make sure that your work surface has been disinfected. You wash your hands and use disposable latex or plastic gloves, or at least rubber gloves. You're going to need a digital scale. This one measures milliliters, grams, and ounces. Today we'll be using ounces. You're going to need 2 empty plastic containers. Make sure that all your tools and containers have been disinfected with a 5% bleach solution. The first thing we're going to do is measure out 18 ounces of distilled water. Try to avoid tap water, as there are trace minerals in it that can discolor and or otherwise affect your finished product. We're going to take our water into the microwave, and we are going to microwave it on high for 1.5 minutes. It doesn't need to boil, it just needs to get hot. In our second disinfected plastic container, make sure you remove the weight of the container with the tear feature. And we are going to measure out some shea butter, 1.2 ounces. You can get refined shea butter or natural shea butter. Either one works. Zero out your scale again. And the next ingredient we're going to add is sweet almond oil, 1.7 ounces. Next, we're going to add 1 ounce of avocado oil. Make sure you zero out your scale. Now we're going to add emulsifying wax, which is a vegetably-based product. What this does is when you add the water and the oils together, it allows them to bind and it won't separate like salad dressing does. And then we add 1 ounce of stearic acid. If you're not good at remembering, you might want to measure each ingredient out in a separate container and add them to one final container. Take your oils, and we're going to heat them at 30-second intervals on high. As you swirl the first round of microwaved oils and waxes together, you'll see it starting to melt. Put it back in the microwave and go for another 30 seconds. It's almost all melted, but I can still see some solids down in the bottom. One more blast at 30 seconds. You need to watch carefully. Depending upon your microwave, some of them can make the plastic get really, really hot. You might want to pick it up by the edge of the container. This one needs another blast, so another 30 seconds. Ah, nice and clear. Everything has fully melted. And here is our still warm water that we microwaved earlier. And very, very slowly pour the oils and waxes into the warm water and mix with either a whisk or a spoon. This mixture is going to be pretty hot, so it's going to be very thin, and you're going to wonder, how on earth will it ever turn into lotion? That happens during the cooling process, but we also want to make sure at this point, if you choose to use a preservative, many are available online. You can add your preservative now. Just follow the instructions that come with the preservative as to how much to add. At this point, we need to blend with a stick blender. The stick blender will fully incorporate all of the ingredients together while it's starting to cool. I have this really awesome infrared thermometer there. We're going to let it cool to about 100 degrees. Now is the time for additives if you wanted to add an essential oil, a fragrance oil, or a colorant. Continue to stick blend. Everything is in there at this point. All your additives, your preservative if you choose to use them. And sometimes with stick blending, the mixture will be kind of foamy. And I'll show you here in a minute what we can do to get rid of that. Lots of empty, nice plastic bottles can be had online. You can give the top of the surface of the frothy lotion a spritz with rubbing alcohol, and that'll get rid of any of the bubbles. At this point, pour into clean bottles and let them cool for a few hours before you cap them up. If you choose to use an old bottle that you have, make sure you disinfect it and clean it thoroughly. This recipe makes 3 8-ounce bottles and is wonderful for gifts. Thanks for watching. Check out our online shop on Etsy.